Oh man, the ice cream truck over there is helping those people, but not us over here.
Hello.
Got some new guitars on the wall here?
A surprising amount has happened in the last week. Let's get into it.
The ice cream truck is in the other plaza across the way.
I know, I keep hearing it get closer and closer, and I'm really hoping it pulls up. Do we go get ice cream before we do this?
We need to film this video.
All right, we got things to do. My name's Alex. I run a guitar and music shop called A Flash Full of Gear with my friends. Everything you see in these videos gets listed on our website at flashfulofgear.com. So if you want any more info on any specific guitars or anything, that's the best place to get it. And if you want to support what we're doing, that's the best place to pick up gear that we're selling as well. Throughout the past week, we've gotten a bunch of cool guitars, as well as made some good progress on the build here at the shop. So let's do a quick walkthrough. This is one of the new ones, which is a nice preview of what we'll be taking a look at later. There's more where that came from. We got some photos going on.
What else you got going on these days around here, Eric?
Me, absolutely nothing.
No, this man's doing some build stuff, which we'll look at later.
Yeah.
Get ready for the echo. This is what's going to become the studio. I think you guys have seen this a few times, but this is definitely the most complete it's been. Got a little bit of slat wall up so we can hang some guitars. Got the nice flooring, and just moved our shelf in, and we're getting my desk built, and we'll have something going pretty soon.
Just missing some sound treatment.
Yeah, the best part, we have the Wawa Galaxy refresher. We are not sponsored, but if you work for Wawa, have your people talk to our people.
Where's the Wawa merch? Bucky's has merch, but there's no Wawa merch.
We need flash flood Wawa rips.
Flash for the Wawa collab. When?
Yeah.
We do be going there a lot. I don't know if we've shown the main room since we got both sets of racks up, but here we are. This is what it looks like to store 400 or 500 guitars or whatever we're up to at this point.
Kaylee's unasked for cameo.
That's all you're getting for next month, so you better save it.
That's Shipping World over there.
Lots of packages going out today, so if you bought a guitar, it's on the way. Yeah, got a bunch of stuff incoming. I'm actually really looking forward to getting this area cleared out a little bit more. We do have an upcoming project for those of you who like project guitars and that kind of stuff. We've got a lot of stuff that we're looking for new homes for, and we don't have the time to tech it to the extent that we would like to, so be on the lookout for that. This is Tech World. It's a couple guitars I was actually just working on. This is a ESP Maverick. This is really, really nice, but unfortunately, this is a good example of what I was talking about before, where great guitar, but the neck it just has the slightest forward bow, and it is backed off as far as it possibly can be, and there's still just a little bit of buzz, so we'll have to figure out what we're gonna do with that, but this is hitting the end of my abilities, so.
What's going on with the PRS?
Now there's nothing wrong with this. This thing absolutely rips. It's a little dinged up. It's definitely been played and it's ready for more play, but this is a fun guitar. The bridge pickup was swapped for a Seymour Duncan, which kind of gives a cool effect because the bridge is a little hotter than the neck, so get great lead tones here, and then you want to cool down, go to the neck. It's nice. Pretend you're hearing it plugged in right now. But I don't know, I just had this next to my desk because I wanted to take a second look at it, and this is a very comfy guitar. Do we have any cool guitars in K-Land?
So for the people, it's dark because we're in the process of transitioning to different lighting and some other AC stuff.
Yeah.
So it will not be a dark world forever.
Oh, I do want to show. Should I grab my phone for the light, or are you gonna see this?
I can see it.
We go through a lot of strings here because we restring literally everything. You'd already think this is an incredible amount of strings, but if you actually peek behind here, there's another row of another, what is this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, there's another like 7 or 8 sets behind there, and each one of those boxes has 25 strings, so quick math would tell you that that's a lot of strings. And we probably go through this much in a couple months, maybe. We use them up. When you own the Home Depot ladder, you can climb it as much as you want. No one can stop you.
This is a construction area.
Yeah.
In progress.
my office right here.
Brian has done the majority of all the stuff, so now it's on to this new, all the little projects that me and Eric have been tackling. All of mine are not as glamorous, I will say. Eric has a much more
You've been doing a lot of the work
rewarding. Yeah, but putting, baseboards up and stuff is not as rewarding as
recently.
this
It's the 5%
project.
that makes it look like 100%.
It's like Mike Shinoda said, it's 10% left.
I don't know the rest of the lyrics. So we've cleaned off these 6 panels of plywood here. And well, I think to start off, what we're gonna do is we're gonna choose a little spot underneath here, because this is gonna get covered up anyway. And we're gonna do a test spot, an inconspicuous spot, as the can says, of stain, and see if we like how the espresso looks. And
Trying to match the showroom floor and stuff.
Yeah.
and if it turns out well, we'll apply it everywhere, and if not, we'll either find another stain or
It's gonna be
find another stain.
a lot of stain that has to go all the way.
Oh yeah.
This was recommended by Adam.
You know, you just
So,
you puncture a hole on both sides of the can,
Yeah.
and you just roll it down the middle,
Right.
and
Like
it
we
sprays
sports
up in-
bowling.
Yeah.
just like that.
Alex has some future plans.
This will be a lounge, which I'm really excited for. So we'll have a TV on this wall and the couch, and there'll obviously be a railing. And I think there'll be like a kind of a conference table for any kind of more in-depth deals where we want to sit down and kind of run numbers on paper. This will be a good place to be doing that. And that'll be this section. We're gonna have kind of a coffee, espresso bar type vibe over here. So any laptop work, there'll be a nice countertop there you can sit on. Yeah, I wanted to kind of give the vibe of like when you go, for someone like me, when I go to a coffee shop, I can kind of hyper focus really well because I'm less distracted than with all the gear that's everywhere. So this is kind of that, where it should be a nice simple setup and you can just focus on whatever work you have to do up here without being in the mix of all of this gear and fun distractions. I'll tell you why I can focus more on a coffee shop than here is if I have my laptop, the only thing that I can get done are things that only require the laptop or digital work. Whereas if I'm here in person, it's really easy to go, oh, well, there was this project where I need to edit these photos and upload whatever. But there's also, I could grab this guitar and start adjusting that and setting that up. Or you could go work on the studio and start plugging stuff in. Whereas when you don't have all the gear and distractions in front of you, for me, it's a little easier to just focus on what I'm actually doing or actually needs to get done. Because sometimes it's not having fun playing with guitars, it's working on our online store or doing other logistics like that that are not as glamorous. Yeah, this will kind of be the kitchen break area where we'll have a fridge, a full-size fridge, which we haven't had before, so that's very exciting.
Eric's gonna carry it up here on his back.
Yeah. As long as we got the straps to hold it in place, we'll be good.
You say that like we're tempting him to do that. The problem is if we don't stop him from doing it, he somehow will do it. He's a determined and strong man.
We've got the bunk bed sleeper bays down here. So we can fit 4 people comfortably with enough space for tossing and turning.
Eric actually lives here now.
Right, yeah.
Here's one of the best parts of the day right here. How are you?
Yo.
Hello.
How's it feel to have a full warehouse again?
Feels good. My back is actually my back's not sore. My arms are sore
Oh, really?
because it wasn't palletized in the shipping container, so it was 220 individual boxes. And then we just threw away all of our pallets too.
Oh, of course. Why wouldn't you? Yeah.
You need to plug that Random has stuff in stock in this video.
Is it time to look at guitars?
We can look at some guitars. We've got a few that just literally came in like a couple hours ago that we've done absolutely no work to so far. Where do we start? I mean, we have this Tokai. It's kind of an interesting one. I have no idea what model this is because we've spent no time researching it yet, but, well, I should say we know what model it is. I don't know what, like, if this is an LS140 or what number it is, but this is obviously a Tokai Love Rock. I think this is early 2000s probably, but super cool Les Paul. And this, it's kind of a deep candy apple red, which I like, which is kind of not a color I feel like you see on Les Pauls all the time. So that's what drew me to this one.
Similar, maybe not, to the one with the carved flower.
Crazy. Is that factory?
No.
Yeah, I did think so.
That one is in the ether somewhere. That still hasn't a ribbon.
Link to that video up above.
Oh, this one's cool. This one, when I popped the case open this morning, I was really stoked about. We'll do it on the trash can professionally. So I'll preface, my buddy sent me one picture of this guitar and was like, hey, do you want this? And I saw a little sticker that said Texas Specials. I said, I think we need that. And here we have a 62 reissue Fender Telecaster with stock Texas Special pickups. And a really cool blue, nice dark board. Frets have some wear. This is definitely not a mint guitar. There's a few little blemishes on it, but really cool. And I'm very excited to get this one strung up and see how it plays. This is shaping up to be a very cool telly. This has been used at the past live house just in 2023. So they were.
For those who don't know, in Japan, the English translation of a venue is a live house.
Which I think is actually cool. That's a better thing to call it.
Maybe for music specifically or something, they're live houses.
The last one I'll show you guys from our incoming world is this Gibson, which once again, we've done absolutely nothing to this, and it is just crying for just an hour or two of tech time. But this is a Gibson Les Paul standard 50s model with a very, very cool flame. The top goes crazy on this one. It's got some wear up by the headstock. You can see on the back of the neck, it's actually pretty worn in there too. So a very cool player Les Paul. This one does have the holes for a pick guard, and fortunately, we have that pick guard. So we'll probably put this one back on there. If we get them in without guards on them and they don't have the holes for them, I love keeping it that way because I kind of prefer Les Pauls without a guard on them. But if it's already set up for that, then we'll revert back to how it was. So I think now we're gonna go back to the showroom and check out some offsets that just came in. So I know we peeked at this right when we walked in, but this is one that I was really, really excited to find. This is a Fender made in Japan, late 60s traditional Jaguar. You'll see the regular 60s ones, but the late 60s has the block inlays. This one you get the matching headstock and just really cool vibes all around. This one is an ice blue metallic matching headstock, which is incredibly hard to find. But what's really cool is we actually have a 1967 Jaguar that is also ice blue metallic with a matching headstock. So the proper vintage version of this, but our vintage version definitely looks a lot different finish-wise than this one does. So actually, after this, we're gonna do a video looking at both those as well as some other cool Jaguars we have right now. Going down the line of what's already out, we also got this Mustang, I think literally yesterday, which is the yellow white is actually the name of this finish, which I thought was interesting. Our friend Ken Mundo, check his music out. He's really, really cool. Has like this exact Mustang in the same color with the same guard and everything. As soon as I saw this, I said, this is the Mundo guitar. We'll have to have it. I feel like I'm gonna say this about like all of these, but this was one of those that was, a Flash of the Gear had to have this in stock. And it looks beautiful next to this one as well. But here we have a Hybrid 2 Fender Japan Jazzmaster in Sherwood Green. The hybrid line is cool because it kind of blends vintage and modern specs. You get, a more modern bridge, but you also get all the vintage aesthetics with it. And this one has a matching headstock once again, which if you know me, I love Sherwood Green and I love matching headstocks. I love dark rosewood boards. So this is a pretty perfect guitar for me. There's nothing but love for this. Very, very grateful to have this one, and I am excited to spend some time with it as I haven't really got to yet. This one is basically new. It literally still has the plastics on it, so that's pretty cool. We have two more cool color offsets that have not hit the wall yet, so we'll check those out. So staying in the theme of cool color offsets, here we have once again another Sherwood Green guitar. This one is a traditional 60s Jaguar, like the one I was talking about before. This is the one that's modeled after an early 60s Jaguar. And the Sherwood Green looks incredible. There's actually, these are both pretty similar guitars, so I think in that same video, we're gonna take a look at these two as well. Fender Japan and then Fender American Vintage. Here's the last guitar that I will show you guys from this haul. Keeping with the matching headstock theme we've seen on some other ones, this is a all blacked out Fender Jaguar, and this thing is rowdy. I always love how the dark tortoise guards look on an all black guitar. It's always been a cool vibe, especially when you get the rosewood fretboard paired with it as well. You can see it does say Jaguar there. It's just really hard to see.
I don't know if you can see that on camera.
This was a special run that they only made probably a couple hundred of, so you're not gonna see them very often, but Very, very cool. And a great way to cap this video off. Hold up, before we do the outro, what's Eric doing?
No.
I heard you have a guitar.
You don't want this one in the video.
Oh no, we do. Oh, it's been in the video already.
Yeah.
You don't know the best part of this.
I was gonna say, I don't know if the camera can catch this, but I don't know if this is what Alex was gonna say. There are no frets on this.
And,
Yeah, it's fretless bass.
Yeah.
It's not factory.
No, it's all part of the Eddie Van Halen treatment.
Guys, I alluded to this earlier. This is what I mean when I say we have some stuff that maybe doesn't fit the primary Flash Gear inventory, but I know someone out there will love this. You will not see this on the regular Flash Gear store, but we will be bringing it to you still. Let us know actually down below in the comments if you like projects, because I'm always curious to see. I know some people love buying stuff that has had a very interesting life like that, and some people obviously kind of like myself that look for either the stuff that's really pristine or where it's original but it's a little played. Thank you guys so much for coming along on kind of a partial day in the life, checking out some new guitars, checking out all the new changes happening at the shop. Every day things are moving along, so it's been a really cool process. Let me know down below in the comments what your favorite guitar was you saw in this video. It's a lot of cool offsets, so if you're an offset person, then this one was probably for you. If you enjoyed this, please don't forget to like and subscribe and comment all that stuff, as well as sharing these videos. Sharing these with your friends is kind of the best way that we can grow this and do even more cool stuff. So we appreciate all the support as always. And we are just a couple weeks away from travel starting again for us. We have a lot of cool stuff in the future, so be on the lookout for those videos. This is shaping up to be, once again, another very cool year. And we're excited for it. We will see you guys in another video soon. Bye.